Hey, welcome back to Sleeping Cemeteries. Today I'm at Old Rockport Cemetery, or also known as Duval Cemetery, in Spencer County, Indiana, in the small town of Rockport. You can see some stones behind me. It's right behind a school administration building. But what I'll do here is I'll just turn around and we'll do my first pan. All right, starting with this corner, I'm gonna pan to my left here. There's a lot of sporadic stones going here and there, and it goes right over here to the other tree line. So first things first, we're just gonna start out with these. All right. Okay, very interesting here. These first two stones are worn to nothing. And it looks like maybe they were at least one point, like, who it might be maybe on those, but I'm not certain. So it looks like over here would be our next stone. I'll just walk on over. Maybe they're still digging stuff up, I don't know. But we've got another little marker here. Looks like it did have from the top of it here, you can see it looks like it used to hold something used to be there. But all right, so I'm gonna work my way over here and cut across this. We're gonna go right to left. A lot of awesome trees as we walk through here. It looks like it goes pretty far back. We'll walk over here and check out what that stone is. Probably just a marker, barrier marker, something. Doesn't look like anything official, so we'll go up here. First stone we can read is William Hutton. Awesome looking stone, by the way. Moving to our left, we've got Mary F. Hutton. Come in a little bit here. We got this next little area, who also is not, can't tell who that was. It's no longer marked. Cut through these trees here, and we got a huge little plot with, I'll respect the barriers of the wood for the most part, especially since there's nothing marked on these two. Oh, here we go. Here's a stone. Daniel Grass, First Lieutenant, War of 1812. And we got this cool little thing that I will definitely put up so you can read, or at least pause right here for a little while if you want to read it. All right, and right here, also, there's two more stones beside Daniel, but we also have a list of everybody who is in this cemetery, which is really helpful and cool. I've really only seen this one other time so far in the cemeteries that I've done, and that was Dutch Hill Cemetery, I believe, the very first episode. We'll go over here, cut through these trees. Who knows, like, how many, like, people that might not be marked in an old cemetery like this. I mean, it's really hard to tell. I'm gonna try to do all this in one take. Here we go with this stone here. Abigail, I don't know, A-Y, that's not Abigail, obviously, Joe. All right, next little marked off area. Looks like it contains 4 graves. None of them are currently marked though, other than this first one here. Looks like a William Crooks. And whoever else might be in there. Unfortunately, there's 4 more. We'll keep moving to our left here and get this stone. Another William, son of Dodd. So William Dodd. We got this huge open space over here. Like I said, you never know who could be over there, who's not marked. But we're gonna cut over to the middle here and do this one. A lot of downed trees as well. All right, Williams, Daniel Williams. Awesome. Nothing over there that I can see anyway, so we're gonna cut up here and go to our left for John Morgan. Very cool. Oh wow, check this out. Check this out. Look at this sandstone. That is really cool. I love that. It's very simple, but that's freaking awesome. And we've also got another stone here on the bottom, which might be hers, it might not be. All right, nothing on the back side. We'll come over here. Unfortunately, that one's broken half. All right, we'll keep moving to our left and get these other 2 over here. Just a pile of sandstone anymore. But it looks like we might have some luck over here. Oh yeah, here we go. Infant stone. It looks anyways, I thought it said infant, maybe I'm totally wrong. No, it doesn't say infant. But I'm not sure, maybe you can read it through here a little bit better than me. It doesn't say infant, but something else. All right. So let's just make our way up through this way. It's kind of weird. We'll kind of brush by this interesting little gate in a tree as we go to the right. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Like design there. There's got to be somebody buried in this vicinity, you'd imagine. Huh. Let's go over to that far stone and cut back across. All right. A lot of spring flowers around though. I think this is broke very coolly, but yeah, Stephen P. That's cool. I like that. So we're gonna go back to our left over here to these couple. So the one up front here is obviously broken in half with really no identification on it, but we've got this right behind it. Melinda. And now we're gonna go over here to this odd shaped one. Not sure what it is, but we'll take a look. It definitely has carving on it, but whether it's a stone or just something that somebody's messed around on, I don't know. It's definitely cut. Huh, very interesting. All right, so we'll do this a little bit backwards to save some steps here, but we're gonna just cut back here to this stone for John T. He's got a lot of little pieces of stone around his as well. And cut over here to the middle where I believe is the last few stones. They've been doing a lot of cleanup work around here. That's pretty interesting. A lot of stuff. Cutting vines, cutting trees out. But here are the last two stones in the cemetery. Now, I'd like to point out that there is a stick right here. I don't know if that's to mark somebody they need to remark or just coincidence, but it's definitely a stick. So let's see here, the last two. We've got our Nancy Gray, most likely her husband, but his stone is so destroyed, we'll have to refer to the list up front. All right, I'm gonna step over here to the opposite side and do my second pan. All right. Get right in behind this last stone here. Yeah, actually starts over here with some in that tree line there. Cuts up over this little mound, this little hill. Cuts across, this is caddy corner from where I started. And just right down there. All right. Well, that was it for Old Rockport Cemetery here in Spencer County, Indiana. Hope you enjoyed this visit as much as I have. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.